So how can the world's strongest economies better collaborate in order to increase growth and address some of today's mounting challenges? Our correspondent Liling Tan finds out what some American economists are hoping for.
The key issue expected to dominate September's G20 summit in Hangzhou, China, will be global growth. More specifically, the slowdown in global growth.
Clearly, it's slow growth. I mean, in a word. What basically the world can harm the world much quicker than anything else is very slow growth and unequal growth. And right now, we really are subject to both internally unequal growth, in the sense that you have widening inequalities, and externally, where you have some countries that are doing very, very well, or pretty well anyway, and some countries where they're almost flatlining.
Whether you're talking about China, the US, Canada, Japan, Germany, France, Britain, you can't really get that expansion of real GDP going unless you have a sense of coordinated policy.
And that's where the G20 comes in. Comprised of the strongest global economies, the group accounts for about 85% of the world's economy and 80% of its trade. It meets every year to discuss and promote global financial stability.
This year, economists like Steve Blitz and Stephen Lieb hope that the summit can fix some key economic issues, especially in this time of uncertainty stemming from China's slowdown to Britain's exit from the European Union, from a likely U.S. interest rate hike to fears of a currency war.
Their wish list for the G20 summit includes coordinated policies to address issues like trade surpluses and trade protectionism, plans to increase fiscal spending, and ways to deal with currency manipulation.
So as an investor, there is no doubt I want to see a commitment to infrastructure, a commitment to fiscal spending, and when it comes to Europe, a willingness to drop this extreme austerity.
Two things really need to happen, which probably won't. The first is coordinated fiscal policy to increase demand in various countries. The second part, which I think is somewhat more doable, but it's doable over years, not one G20 meeting, is to address currency. Either you're going to have to fix them at some level and keep them fixed, or you're going to have to really police and make sure everybody has floating exchange rates.
And both say when the 20 economic powerhouses meet on September 4th and 5th, it needs to be more than lip service. Leaders need to find solutions, agree on them, and then follow through. Liling Tan, CCTV, New York.